We got the Boston Celtics at the Milwaukee Bucks Thursday at 4:30 p.m.
Pacific time.
These two teams
Fuck
have
Eastern
had the
time.
same road record. Same record.
It's at like 10:30.
Yeah,
I'll say, go ahead.
Sometimes and be like, bro, what the fuck?
Who's gonna be up 10:30, dog? Go ahead, bring it in.
With 3 games left for each team, the final seedings are coming down to the wire. In the matchup of the Bucks rallied late, were able to pull out a win 113 to 117, with Robert Williams not being able to come back for at least 4 weeks, which actually still sucks. These teams are able to see where they really stand competitively heading into the playoffs. So pretty much what I want to ask you guys is, and we'll start with you first, Rob. How do the Celtics and the Bucks stack up against each other, and who wins this showdown?
All right, so I really wanted to talk about this one a lot, just because have been on the Celtics for a long time, good and bad, mostly bad in the beginning and at the end of last year, and talking shit about the head coach Brad Stevens. Eventually, shit happened with that. Maybe I was right. Maybe they just needed a new leader right there. But ultimately, they had a rough start. Maybe they just needed their coach to get acclimated. Now he's a candidate for Coach of the Year. And look where the Celtics are now. So, again, I've been saying it about the Bucks. They've been having a silently consistent season throughout the whole way. And they have an MVP at the helm. Jason Tatum's been creeping up on that. These guys are doing really well. Both of them. They're heading into the playoffs with the right type of mindset. And again, like Gittin was mentioning in the beginning of the intro, these two teams have the same record of 49-30. So right now, this is a game that actually matters.
It's like 3 teams: the Bucks, the Celtics,
and the 76ers.
The 76ers
so
all at 49-30. Crazy.
So for this one, not only do you get to figure out how you stack up with this other team, but also it's time. This game actually matters. It's already a playoff type of atmosphere, playoff type of position. So my biggest thing, though, and we kind of mentioned it in the intro, Robert Williams isn't there, and he played a big role in that defensive stance. And that's how these Celtics made a big impact or a big run in the second half of the season is through their defensive prowess. So for me, I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, wow, this is going to be a great matchup. I can say great things about either side. They both have nice benches. Just those 1-2 punches coming off the bench. And then they, of course, have the main stars, Tatum, Giannis. One way out of the other.
It's 2v3 at that point.
They're also playing at the Bucks home. I'm going to have to go with the Bucks and stay with them because throughout the whole year, I'm saying they won last year. What is to say that they're not going to win this year with the same type of crew, and they just got better?
Yeah,
exactly.
They got better.
Exactly.
And also, they have more chemistry, and now they have a championship pedigree, which means a lot. This is Giannis's league. This is Giannis's league right now.
Yep.
In the history of basketball, when it's your league, you win the championships. I got the Bucks winning once again, showing off that they will be the most dominant team when it comes to the Eastern playoffs.
Yep. Stevie.
Yes, sir.
Who you got?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think I'm gonna take the Bucks too. Like honestly, like even besides like they've been the model of consistency, but on top of that, bro, they've given their guys some rest in these last couple games too.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said the other day, Clippers beat them by like 50 points, and Giannis is on the sideline in a V-neck. So I mean, they should be rested, and like they know the Celtics. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna take the Celtics lightly either, and I think they're the better team regardless.
Well,
so yeah,
I think it's big time they're at home
ladies
too.
and gentlemen,
that too.
we got a unanimous decision.
You gotta pick the Celtics, man. Come on.
No,
Who picks green?
And here's
they're both green, dog.
But
Celtics is uglier.
See, that's true.
That and this
Lakers jersey on,
and it's what I've been saying all year. I don't care what the Celtics do regular season. I want to see what they do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum is great. Jaylen Brown's great. The bench, great. Ime Udoka's going crazy. Figured it out after such a shitty start to the season. But I don't care what they do until they get to the playoffs. The team's kind of built. I don't want.
So it doesn't matter if they win this game.
No, it doesn't matter if they win this game.
The Celtics, I feel like will always.
It doesn't matter if they win this game.
The Celtics, they're a team that will probably always win a bunch of games and end up in the top 5
and
of the
fucking
conference.
fold in the playoffs just like Utah.
You gotta see what they do.
But you have to be fully in there. You have to be fully there, right? Because if you had Drew Holiday not playing this game, are you saying the Bucks are still the better team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Who's stopping Giannis?
Exactly.
it's big time.
Who's stopping Giannis?
I mean, I've been saying it all year. I really like these Bucks.
They
I
can
don't think
put
there's
Grayson
any
Allen
reason
in
why
there
they're
and they'll
not
be
there.
just fine.
So the Bucks though are 10 in their last 10 games are 6 and
He
4
might
with
trip somebody
Giannis.
too.
Exactly.
With Giannis coming off of with a 33.3 points per game, about 13 rebounds per game, and about 5 assists in the month of March. The Celtics are entering with the 8-2 in the last 10 games record, with Tatum putting up 32 points, 6 rebounds, about 6.5 rebounds, and about 5 assists. So as you can see, these guys are both
He's
putting
hot.
on dominant performances in March.
And
It's kind of like
yeah.
it's kind of like this is how Giannis goes, but for Tatum, this is dominant. So
Yeah.
Giannis has been dominant. Tatum's becoming
Tatum
dominant.
stepping it up.
We'll see how this goes. I definitely do think though that the Bucks will pull it out. So if the Celtics win, we're all wrong and we all look stupid as a pod. So
I mean,
that's
well,
why we need
it's-
somebody to split it up. That's why I like to argue
Ain't
with you
tripping.
guys. I'm just kidding. No. I actually do my true
Who
Who
matchups
cares
there.
if we don't pick the Celtics?
Exactly.